Welcome to this year's IMF-World Bank Spring Meetings. We're here at the headquarters of the World Bank. It's a beautiful day outside, but the mood inside the building is decidedly more pessimistic and I would say almost tinged with an existential dread about the geopolitics, about the position of the major powers to multilateral cooperation. Personally, I'm not quite as pessimistic. For example, the position of the US government regarding the latest program with Argentina has been quite positive. The Treasury Secretary was in Buenos Aires to indicate his support. I think there's a serious discussion within the US government, but also elsewhere, about how these institutions, the IMF and the World Bank, can really serve the interests of some of their major shareholders, rather than whether leaving the institutions is in the best interest. This week, among others, the IMF's managing director has indicated that there is a new policy on debt restructuring that was supported by the Global Debt Roundtable. We will see about the details of that proposal, and of course, as always, the proof will be in the pudding. There's other issues that will be discussed, no doubt, regarding the economic outlook. The tariffs are in everybody's thoughts and predictions right now. I would think that the just as important question will be how the financial sector can cope with the volatility and the uncertainty that have been caused by the trade position of the US government and by the responses of other great nations. So we will have to see what the Global Financial Stability Report has to say about how these risks could play out. And of course, being in the World Bank, the institution has already emphasized that it will focus more on structural reforms, growth, and reducing poverty. The mandate for working on climate is still there for many shareholders, but I think the World Bank is doing the right thing by phrasing it more into the context of how to help developing countries address their growth problems while also dealing, of course, with climate issues. We will see how the meetings play out. There's lots to discuss, especially what to watch out for will be the communiqué on Friday, to see whether there is a communiqué or a chair statement that would indicate that there is at least some level of consensus on the economic messages, if not on the description of recent geopolitical events, which was usually a reason for there not being a communiqué in the first place. You will get excellent coverage and first-hand news from the work of the Atlantic Council. Please follow us on atlanticcouncil.org/IMF World Bank Week.